Can you win Knockout Tour online without using items? A question no doubt quite a few have asked, seemingly none have accomplished. I saw a Reddit post where someone was trying to accomplish just that. The best they placed was 8th position. Not using items seems ludicrous, but my perspective would soon change because of 2 particular cloud rallies that I've won. In the first of the 2 rallies, I was playing online with my brother. I was using Bowser with Bowser Bruiser. I kid you not, I entered top 20 in 1st position, and I remained in 1st position from that point on until the end of the entire rally. I barely had to use items, mostly using them in the first round. A blue shell was never sent my way, and lightning only happened once. The second rally, I was using Sting Bee with Bumblebee. I entered top 16 in 1st position, and it remained that way until the end of the rally, except for a split moment in top 4, where 2nd place used mushrooms to surpass me, only to immediately fall off the ledge, relinquishing 1st place right back to me. I think only 1 blue shell was sent my way during that whole rally, and maybe 1 lightning was also used. Now all this brought me back to that Reddit post. I did comfortably win 2 cloud rallies barely using items, but I had to use items in the first place to even get to that position. Well, I decided to try this challenge. I would still collect item boxes, but not use the items given to me. So if I had a boomerang, I could not torment other players regardless of how much I wanted to do so. But if the game gave me items like a banana, I would hold on to it and not throw it, which would count as using it. Now if Sting Bee wants to get stung by my banana, that's on them. The fastest combo in the game is Bowser with Real Racer. I figured it's all about the late game, and outspeeding all the other players when I can't use any items should be the key to victory. I played a few games, and eventually changed my setup to use Bowser with Junkyard Hawk. If I got hit even once, the Real Racer had terrible acceleration for recovery. I needed that extra accel. I tried my hardest to make it work, but I always came up short. Even with Junkyard Hog, getting hit once is all it took to knock me out early. At this point, I needed a change. Bowser's time was up. I used Toad. I immediately noticed the difference acceleration makes. Getting hit did not mean I was necessarily out of it just yet. I still needed a lot of luck on my side. I wasn't making much progress compared to using Bowser, but it was significantly more comfortable using a more Excel-based character as opposed to using Bowser. After a couple days of trying, this was attempt number 62, where I used Dolphin with Funky Dory. As you can see, I finished 6th in Ice Rally. If I had the 2 coins I lost earlier, I might have caught up to Daisy and gotten the necessary updraft to make top 4. Needless to say, I was heartbroken. After so many attempts, this was the closest I've ever gotten in this challenge. It took a lot of luck, and I failed reaching the finale. There would always be something that constantly stops me from advancing. I began to doubt myself. Would I be able to get this far ever again? Is it worth doing this challenge? Despite being heartbroken, I kept trying. Here is attempt number 69. My heart was pounding against my chest. I finished second! I was tunnel visioning that little gerbil number 1. While chasing them, I was hoping for somebody, anybody, to use the blue shell on that gerbil. Nothing came. I rewatched the footage to see what I could have done differently. I noticed my mistakes. I could have taken a tighter drift here and released it earlier so I didn't end up on the dirt. I could have gone straight to the right instead of going for the double item box. Going for that was a force of habit from all the other moon rallies I've done in the past. Maybe I could have gotten an updraft on that little gerbil, but none of that came to pass. I was so close, yet also so far at the same time. But I wasn't as heartbroken as I was before. In fact, I felt hope, and a lot of it. If I was this close and played better, maybe I would have won. I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough.